Hey everyone, Max Monty 1516 here, back again, and welcome back to a brand new review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Wooden Railway Thomas, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now, of course, I start these things off by looking at the box. So, of course, taking a look at the box here, you can see we have a nice decal of Thomas there on the front, logo up here, another logo, Thomas's name in other languages, very nice. On the back, you got a whole bunch of licensing info. And a new thing that I noticed is that I actually got, this is one of the two items of these I've gotten in stores when they hit Barnes & Noble. And Barnes & Noble has added this little hook thing on the back. I believe somehow this flips up or something and it'll go like onto a peg or something. I like that a lot, actually. I think that's a pretty good detail there. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty much all I have to say about the box. I mean, I've talked about it a couple times already. So, yeah, of course, you can open it there, and you can see Thomas himself. So, yeah, let's go ahead and now that Thomas is out of his box, I'll go ahead and start the little up-close look. So, as you guys can see here, Thomas has a lot of new detail that, of course, the other previous incarnations didn't have, such as the brand new buffers there. We've got rivets now. He's got an actual wheel arch, which makes me very happy, and I hit the tripod again, my bad. Anyway, he's also got this little indentation there where you can actually see, like, it's supposed to be, like, depth, and I like that a lot. You got handrails. We got the little firebox glow up there that I still love. I think that's such a nice detail. For the first time, I believe, Thomas actually has molded coal in a bunker, which is very nice. Unfortunately, the bunker here isn't a molded separate piece, but, I mean, I don't think that's too big of a deal. And he also got this little latch back here, or ledge I meant. Yeah, and that's, that reminds me of a lot of the earlier Wooden Railway models, like the 90s versions. So, I think Thomas himself looks pretty good with the new wheels. Still, from the front, they're kind of distracting, but, you know, when aren't they? And yeah, looking on the bottom there's Thomas, there's his codes, and that is pretty much it. I mean, Thomas, of course, Thomas is a pretty standard model, just in every range, but honestly, I really like this one. It's not the most accurate proportion-wise, but it still looks good. So I'm going to go ahead now and move on to the comparisons. So the first comparison I want to make here, we've got the 2022 model versus the 2013 model. And I think with these two, you start to understand why people think the new Thomas is a bit more stocky and a bit, like, heavier. Just comparing the two, he's a bit more boxy, I think. So yeah, his side tanks are actually just a lot higher up. And again, if I do like the little front view there, you can definitely see he's just a lot taller. And he's actually quite a bit thicker too. At least like from the top, I feel like he's a lot thicker. So yeah, and just looking that way, you can definitely see it that way. But yeah, overall, I mean, both of these are fantastic models. I especially am very partial to the 2013 model here. But yeah, I think the 2022 model is really good. I don't know if it's better. I don't think I'd call it better than this model right here, but it's really close, honestly. So yeah, of course, I think the wheels look pretty good, and like I said, the printing, it's still good. It's still there. And yeah, of course, one thing I've got to give to this Thomas model is the Immaculate Detail. I mean, this one still, it's fairly simple, but you know, they're all like kind of lacking in detail up to this point. And of course on the back there's not that much of a difference, although again the molded coal looks a lot nicer. So yeah, also I noticed that like the square roof isn't all the way filled in. It kind of reminds me of the earlier take-along models, just a tad, as opposed to something like that. So yeah, I believe that's pretty much it. A couple other minor differences. I'm really not a fan of how small the funnel is. I feel like it's kind of distracting. I don't know why. And the dome itself is also very small too. Like the dome and funnel are taller on the original Wooden Railway model, and I feel like the original Wooden Railway model is just a bit more proportionate. However, I mean, this one still on its own is not bad at all. And again, comparing the faces, honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the 2013 one. But this one's not bad. I mean, the mouth's a bit too cartoony for my liking, but I think everything else is all right. So yeah, again, these two, they're very different when put together, but honestly, both of them are very solid models. Now, the second comparison, in my opinion, is a lot more different. So, as we're looking here, we've again got the 2022 versus the very first 1992 model, or at least this is one of the first. You know, the 1992 model had a lot of variation, but this is my model. And yeah, this is a 30-year difference in Wooden Railway Thomases, which is very, very shocking to me. I mean, it's so different. I feel like comparing these two is almost impossible. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I think this is the best Thomas face on a toy. There you go. I mean, that's just like the best Thomas face to me. So again, it's going to be really hard to beat this one. And again, like I said, this one isn't bad. But yeah, I'm looking here. The original 92 one is just a lot more, it's a lot more compact, I feel. And again, it's got the flat magnets, staples on the bottom. Yeah, you know. And of course, look at how thin the wheels are versus what we have now. Again, just very, very different. And again, the detail as well. It's just honestly kind of astonishing, like how far we've come. Yeah, it's still a disappointment that this model doesn't have an actual splasher, but oh well. So yeah, again, both of these models, fantastic. But again, it's more about the 2022 Thomas, at least this video is. So yeah, again, I really like this Thomas. I don't think it's my favorite in the range, but it's certainly still good. I mean, I've said that a lot now, but I think you guys get the meaning. But yeah, honestly, I would totally recommend this Thomas model just to have him for comparisons. And yeah, again, I like him a lot. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day. Max Monty 1516 signing out.